Hey folks, Tony here. I hope you're doing well. As you can see, I am still in Los Angeles in my hotel room, and I wanted to talk about what's going on with the market today. But just a quick update. Today, I filmed the episode with the Discovery Channel for Expedition Files, which is covering the 7,500 Bitcoin that was lost by James Howells, who is based in the UK. He lost the hard drive, which had his private keys. It's now in a landfill, so that's what the episode is based on. So I talked about that and much more. I'll let you guys know when it's going to be airing. But guys, we got some updates from the SEC. They have delayed their decision making on the Franklin Templeton's XRP spot ETF until June 17th. Some people are freaking out about this, but as always, let's look at this logically. The XRP futures on the CME is not even live yet. So, of course, the SEC is going to delay here, guys. They're going to do it for other ETFs as well because they need the futures up and running and they need a large enough sample size to then approve the spot ETF. They did this for Bitcoin. They did this for Ethereum. There's nothing new here. They also delayed decisions on Ethereum staking and Dogecoin ETFs. James Seyfert of Bloomberg, he's an ETF analyst, said, I am expecting more delays today or at least this week on some Solana and Hbar ETF filings. This is expected, in my opinion. Final deadlines for most of this stuff is October 2025 or later. So the deadline is far out, plus the futures is not even live for some of these, and Paul Atkins just got into office. So guys, we got to slow down. It's going to happen, but we got to be patient. So you don't have to freak out about this. I see some people like, oh no, but the SEC delayed other stuff as well. So I hope you guys understand what's been going on there. And once again, Paul Atkins just got into office. So let the man at least get his desk set up before he starts to work with Hester Parson Markey Wade to get these things approved. Now, some other big news that was reported today is that Arizona becomes the first U.S. state to pass a Bitcoin reserve bill that allows for up to 10% of public funds to be invested in virtual currencies like Bitcoin. The bill will still need to pass Democratic Governor Katie Hobbs' desk in order to be signed into law. But folks, this is huge. We are making progress. And even if this thing doesn't happen this year, the fact that we are making it this far in the process sets us up for the ultimate approval and for this to happen with many different states. I've been saying that the ball is rolling and it's only a matter of time. And on the federal level, the green light has been given here with the United States looking to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve. This is going to give the confidence to the states to do it. And I think one of these states, Texas, Arizona, maybe Wyoming or some others, are going to be able to get this done. And it just takes one domino to fall, and then the others will follow because game theory will play out here. And a lot of folks are recognizing that Bitcoin and crypto is the asset class you have to diversify into to grow your portfolio during these times. The stock market is not giving the same returns, even though it is giving returns, don't get me wrong, but it's nowhere near what crypto gives you. It's like what billionaire Paul Tudor Jones said, Bitcoin and crypto are the fastest horse in the race, in the asset race, if you understand that analogy. So nothing moves like this, and we continue to see major adoption. Yesterday, we talked about MasterCard and what they're doing with stablecoins and much more. Now, remember Patrick McHenry? He, of course, was the representative heading up the House Financial Services Committee that is now being headed up by French Hill. He predicts a wicked hot summer for crypto legislation. He said it's go time for digital asset policy. Lawmakers came back from their respective states after a 2-week-long recess and could hit the ground running to pass bills to regulate stablecoins and other focus on the market structure. So I think this comes as no surprise because Donald Trump said he wants Congress to get him the bills before the August recess. So the mandate is there. And of course, there are many crypto champions in Congress now, both on the Democrat and Republican side. So we have bipartisan support, and we could see legislation signed into law, guys, but come summer, and that would be huge for the market and could set us up for the blow off top that may come Q3 or Q4. You know, we'll have to see the timing of all these things, including the ETFs, which the deadline is in October. So you see how these things are lining up here, guys. It's very interesting. So Patrick McHenry is, of course, connected. He's now working in advisory positions at A16Z and Ondo Finance. So I think he sees the writing on the wall, and once again, he's connected, so he knows what's going to go down here. Now, we got news that Kraken is powering new crypto trading venture for Europe's second largest neobank, and it's called Bunk, if I'm saying that right, BUNQ. So Bunk has enabled crypto trading for its banking app users in 6 European countries powered by Kraken. The MiCA compliant solution initially rolled out in the Netherlands, France, Spain, Ireland, Italy, and Belgium, with plans to expand across the EEA, UK, and US. So we are seeing the global expansion of this asset class, services being launched in many different countries. So it's important to recognize what's happening here. If you're in the United States, make sure you're not in the US bubble. Crypto is bigger than the United States, and it is getting global adoption. All countries and banks are moving towards the embrace of this asset class, providing regulations, providing the guardrail, and allowing innovation to flourish. And this is going to enable more capital to come into this market. I am very bullish, not just on this bull market, but the future bull markets of 2028 into 2030. So I'm preparing for those as well. Now, speaking of the UK Treasury is eager to work with crypto-friendly US government on driving growth. This is interesting. The UK Treasury plans to work with the US on ways to better support innovation across the burgeoning crypto industry. Chancellor of the Exchequer, if I'm saying that right, Rachel Reeves, and the US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent recently met in Washington, D.C., where they discussed collaboration around digital assets. Guys, I mean, look at what's happening here. This is incredible stuff. I hope you have the macro view on this market and you're not getting caught up in the small movements that are happening on the weekly, daily, monthly. When in doubt, zoom out. This asset class is here to stay, and it has ways to grow. We're still relatively early compared to other asset classes like gold, like the stock market, and much more. And we got news there that Michael Saylor's strategy bought more Bitcoin. They bought over 15,000 Bitcoin for approximately $1.42 billion and at a price point of approximately $92,737. This is insane. And we also see Tether. They continue to mint. Yesterday, I told you guys about another billion that was minted, putting the total over the past week to 4 billion. Today, they minted 2 billion more. So we're at 6 billion. Stablecoin liquidity being minted here. You know, a lot of it's going to go into the crypto market. So all the signs are here, guys. Global liquidity is rising. The dollar currency index, the DXY, is breaking down. Bitcoin on the weekly looks very bullish, with its MACD showing that the bears are losing momentum and we're going to flip bullish to green. And even the weekly RSI showing a breakout. So all good signs all around, my friends. I'm excited, and we could see some really big fireworks in May, and then maybe a bit into early June, and we'll see how high we go. You know, there's no guarantee that we're gonna hit new all-time highs. It could be Bitcoin simply recovers, does some sideways chop through the summer, and then come Q3, Q4, we have our blow-off top. That's just a scenario. I don't know. Or we have this massive blow-off top come June. It's possible, right? These things can run up really fast. So just be prepared for multiple scenarios. Have a cash out plan. So whether the price that you're looking to take profits at comes earlier or even later, you're just ready to take the profits, right? That's the important part. And we just got to be patient, and we got to monitor this closely. And obviously, I'll bring you guys the updates. Folks, be sure to check out our sponsor, Trezor. They make incredible hardware wallets. I'm a user of the Trezor 5, and their devices are easy to use, and they were the first to create hardware wallets back in 2013. So check them out and check out their beautiful hardware wallets. Also, check out my newsletter on Substack. It's 100% free, my book on Amazon, and my new course at mycryptocourse.com. Thank you for watching and listening. I appreciate you all, and I'll talk to you all later.